Sentient sessions, courts back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? Hi, how are you feeling? I'm feeling Gucci. I'm feeling good. So, yeah, are you feeling good? You feeling great? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling Gucci. I'm feeling Gucci. I'm feeling Gucci. I'm feeling Gucci. There's a poem I wrote. It was like, should I even say it? Because it's highly inappropriate. But that's the type, like, hairy black coochie make a nigga buy you Gucci. Impulsive thought. Ew. Ah! Lord, I'm losing my mind a little bit. Like, just a little. Because I don't have to have no decorum. Because I don't have to have no decorum, I am so chaotic. Like, when nobody's around to watch me, observe me, I have no home training, like, or I do. I just be me, and being me means I'm loud. I'm very loud, and I'm chaotic, but like in the best way. I'm chaotic good because I'm not about to fuck my life up for shit. I promise you, I promise you. But when it comes to like just chilling and laughing to myself all day, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I be sitting here laughing to myself all day. I've been watching like cartoons and stuff. Like I've been comforting myself the best ways I know how. Cartoons. I love me some cartoons. I love cartoons. Like I love them with everything in me. Like I've always been a huge cartoon person. Like if there's a cool cartoon, I'm probably gonna watch it. I probably have watched it. I be looking for like obscure cartoons. Like the first day I was watching like Moral Oral again. When you're older, because Adult Swim used to come on and niggas was just mad young looking at Adult Swim, not knowing what the hell is going on. When you watch it when you're older, Adult Swim is a fucking trip. It's so funny. It's actually deep as fuck. Like you be like, oh, that's what they're trying to say. I don't know. I used to think that Moral Oral was like anti-religious, but it's not anti-religious. It's just like talking about the honestly what it seems like was just like the repercussions of or the lasting effects of growing up in like a Bible Belt or something like that. And it was just like chaotic because some of the things be like, whoa, why would they even say that? But I've heard some shit from like actual like religious people and it'd be like, and it's not to condemn religion, but it just like be like, are you okay? Like I feel like it kind of not just religion, spirituality does the same thing, allowing people to be in a state of psychosis, and not evaluating if they're mentally like fit or mentally there, because it's okay. Mental health and spirituality cross paths sometimes. There are people who are schizophrenic, and I'm not qualified to talk about this. I'm just talking about my opinion. There's people who are schizophrenic who are also having spiritual experiences because you can see stories from people who work in psych wards and say like, for some reason, this person knew all about my history. Like they knew all about my family past. Like how do they know that? They're in here for schizophrenia, but they know me, and it's odd. A lot of people who work in psych wards like can attest to like, oh shit, nah, something do be happening. But again, like they are in a state of psychosis. Like, so I think sometimes religion and spirituality, just whatever, like it enables people's states of psychosis. I don't know where this reading is going, but what was I talking? Like this reading started off. We just go on a ride today. But let me just breathe and I'm gonna start pulling the cards. Actually, let me start with the Blue Messiah reading cards. Oh my god. Harry Black, coochie make a nigga buy me coochie. Telling y'all my tea. I'm a hippie. Like, or I'm not, I wouldn't call myself a hippie, but I do a lot of hippie ass shit. I don't believe in a lot of the standards that we have going on. I feel like they're weird and pedophilic. Ooh, can I say that word? I'm saying it anyways. Like, I feel like they're weird as fuck. And I'm a grown ass woman. And I like to look like a grown ass woman. And I like to feel like a grown ass woman. And I'm not gonna, and it's not to shade nothing that's the opposite of what I'm saying. But I don't know, when I evaluate standards of things, I just be like, nah, something's off about this. You're trying to convince me something is off about me. But if I keep deep diving, that's the thing. If I have a question, I feel like something's off, I start deep diving. I like to ask questions and I like answers too. So I start deep diving and I see like, nah, something's really off about this thing. That's how it was with me in religion. Like, I'm like, something's not clicking for me. And then you start going back, and then you start going back to the slave trade, and then you start going back to the Roman Empire. You go back to the Catholic Church, and then you be like, but you just gotta leave the people be. That's what I've learned. Leave the people be. And I'm not just talking about one religion, but you just gotta leave the people be. You go look at the wars, it was all politics. It was all money. And it's still money. And it's still politics. To this day. Thousands of years. Anyways, okay, let's get back into the reading. Let's get this. I don't know where we're going, but ooh, okay, boom. I don't know, I just had the thought immediately. I have to share it. But sometimes when you're making people question their belief systems, because they believe that you're wrong, or they know that something you're saying might be right, but it requires them to unlearn certain aspects of their beliefs, for whatever it is. Because I could talk to somebody, I believe in God, they start seeing mystical experiences, throwing them for a loop. I talk to a Christian, I don't believe in Christianity, or I do, but not in the same way. It's a mystical practice to me. Like, anyways, so I'll talk to somebody like that, and I start throwing them for a loop. And now, because a lot of some belief systems is based on like torture, the pain, the torture, the torment. Because some belief systems require like a form of punishment for not aligning. Someone will have their beliefs questioned and they will really want you to like suffer. And I can't say that wasn't me at some point, because remember, I grew up in the church. So there's a form of like indoctrination that be there, and it turned into karma. That's why I associate spirituality with religion, because you can be in spiritual psychosis as well. And I used to be so heavily on karma. I don't necessarily believe it like that no more. I just believe like we're always manifesting. You put energy out there, you get energy back. You just gotta eat it sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta eat it. Like, at least for me, I guess that's my beliefs too. But I be conscious of the energy I put out there, because I do be getting it back. I do. So let me I sit my ass down and shut the fuck up sometimes. But yeah, like, so let's say the situation is like you made somebody question their belief systems, and now they're just like, waiting for your downfall because they believe you can't live the way that you live and everything be good. So it means that you must be doing something wrong. So at some point you will fall from grace. And somebody's just betting on that. Like, you have to fall from grace. You have to. Because that's not the beliefs I have. And you said your beliefs got you there. And you still haven't fallen from grace? Okay. Okay. That's just what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see. I always do this when I have like just a little bit amount of time. Because I don't know, I just be in the mood. I be eating first. Like, I be having to eat my food, you know? Like, I need to eat my food. Card that came out is Faith. I'm gonna just pull one card because it took a long time for the card to come out. So I don't think there's another card that needs to be coming out. But this the message. We talking about faith today. Faith. Faith is the growing seed that moves towards the light despite being in the midst of darkness. At each stage of the soul's evolutionary ladder into expanded consciousness, a leap of faith is needed. Taking that leap of faith within you is choosing to jump without the reassurance of a safety net. It is choosing to move forward regardless of whether there is absolute certainty that things will work out the way you wish. Taking that leap into the unknown requires great courage. It is about trusting spirit despite not knowing what lies before you. This card encourages you to let go and allow the universe to take care of you. Release any doubts or fears you may hold and have faith in yourself. Have faith in your choices, which are guided by the wisdom of your heart. We all travel up the mountain path, experiencing both adversities and joy. What separates the visionaries from the crowd is their courage to take that leap of faith. Many stand at the edge of the cliff with all their dreams, visions, and desires, but out of fear, stay at the cliff's edge. You were born to fly, dear one. By stepping out of your comfort zone and letting go of what was, you live your life to its full creative potential. Have faith and live your life fearlessly. Chakra. Solar plexus, heart, and crown. Exercise. Visualize yourself jumping from the mountain peak within you. With expansive wings, see yourself flying higher into the heavens. With courage, faith and courage, you fly higher into expanded states of awareness. Of affirmation, I have faith. The wisdom of my heart continues to light my way. Oh yeah, something I wanted to say. Okay, so I saw a white feather today. I was thinking, and a white feather kind of crossed my path. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment because if we're talking about like having differing belief systems and they working for you, I'm just saying things that I have to say. It's actually ironic how people respond to people who question faith when Jesus was to really be as Jesus, in my opinion, is to question everything. Jesus questioned everything. Everything. Even if Judaism was what Jesus was questioning, and that was the mass religion at the time, then a lot of people who are questioning Christianity right now are moving like Jesus. And let me just call it what it is. Or questioning yourself. It's not to condemn your faith, but you should question yourself. You should question the way that you live. You should understand the things that you believe. And it's also ironic because I think about this a lot, but I'm like, would Jesus want like a religion in his honor? Being the person that he was, they're like, oh, he's so humble. He knew that you and me are just the same. He and I are just the same. We are all just each other, experiencing human life from different perspectives. And he called out the hypocrisy. And there's so much hypocrisy. So much hypocrisy. So much. And to call that out now equals to you being demonized. People make you feel like questioning your faith or questioning belief systems or questioning the status quo is evil because we're taught to fear learning. We're not supposed to learn. Do you not understand how under control we are? Like, we're not supposed to be learning. We're not supposed to be seeking knowledge. We're not supposed to be opening up our mindsets. We're not supposed to do that. Because if we question things, then we start wanting to change things. We're not supposed to want to change things. When people talk about like a world order, that is just mass control. How much better can you put people under control than to tell them or explain to them what is God, what's supposed to be God, what's supposed to be religion, what we're supposed to believe, and then threaten them with a terrible fucking time. And I be talking about this, but I'm like, listen, everything that they said happens in hell has happened on earth. So I can imagine, and this is gonna be graphic, so trigger warning, but I can imagine they're saying all this, and there's a couple slaves who just witnessed them skin their cousin alive, and they're like, hey, like, if you run away from my plantation, you're going to hell, and it's worse than this. And they're just like, worse than this? I just watched you skin my cousin alive. You dried up his skin and you made it a chair. Because there's actual evidence of chairs, pillows, fucking bags like made of human skin, human hair. Like, so they're just like, there's something worse than this. And now that's in everybody's DNA. And even talking about like the Middle Ages, where there's a whole different group of people. They used to watch people every weekend. Somebody's being burned on the stake. And now they're coming with food and they're having parties. Watching somebody be burned at the fucking stake for saying something that they wasn't supposed to say. Or doing something that they wasn't supposed to do. And we all hold those different traumas. There's generations before us that has witnessed war, pillaging, raping, abuse, thievery. They've witnessed it all. And we just become versions of them that hold on to those same fears. And we don't want to question nothing because we've seen what happened when you start fighting back. We've seen what happens when you start talking too much. And that's why they teach you to fear death. They tell you to fear death. There's nothing worse than it. They don't know what happens when you die. Other belief systems already had an idea. Other belief systems used to walk between paths. They knew there was a thin line between life and death. And sometimes they stood on it. There's people who communicated with the dead. Mediums, psychics. And they tell you crazy. They say the astrologers are demonic. The 3 wise men were astrologers. They used the stars to determine where Jesus was being born. They were divinators. Nobody knew King David was going to be king without a divinator. There were psychics. Joseph was a dreamer. Like, I'm getting emotional because, like, my God. Like, it's really in our faces. And I just be like, wow, like, it's in our faces. I don't even think I need these cars. It's in our faces. It's been in our faces. I don't even think I want these cars right now, actually. I'm just talking from the dome. But it's been in our faces. Like, everything that they demonize us about, they use against us. They use it all against us. Like, they take our belief systems, they take our knowledge, and they use it against us. There's a reason that they demonized Egypt so damn much. Egypt was the land of the blacks. Kemet was the land of the blacks. That was the first colonized land, in my opinion. First colonized land. and then they flip the story. How many times have they flipped the stories on us? Like, how many times have they flipped? We've watched them we've actually witnessed them flip stories on us continuously. It's always in our face. But it's comfortable. So we don't want to ask no more questions. Or we scared to. We like, oh, they're going to do something to me. Because we scared of dying. We like, oh my God, they're going to take my life. Like, is what they do. Like, listen, there's a thin line between life and death. And change requires death and rebirth. So, yeah. You know, the white feather for me signifies just being protected. Every time something that happens, and I'm gonna talk about it briefly, but I be having these strong like I be having dreams, and then things will happen to me that make me feel like something worse is supposed to happen, but it just I'm here. Here I am. And I should be scared. I should be like, oh my God, I should stop doing what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. Like, there was a point in my life where I was ready to go. From then on, bitches have been doing whatever they want to do. Because I died to myself. And I died to who I thought I was. And who I thought I was supposed to be. So because I've understood and accepted that death is a natural part of life, I decide to live however I want. Like, and yeah, the thing that stops us the most from learning is that we've been taught to fear dying. I remember a conversation I had with this man. We were talking real shit about like being black. There's an ant. We're talking real shit. It's an ant on top of a pleasant surprise. We're talking real shit about being black. Oh my God, this ant is like relentless. Where is it going? I'm distracted. Hold up. I don't want to I just don't want it still here. Okay. But yeah, we was talking real shit about being black. And he was like, you gotta stop before they hear us. You have to stop before they hear us. And I said, what? Because like, what do you mean stop before they hear us? He was scared. He was scared to actually like have these conversations. Because how many times have we had a martyr? Somebody who we put on this pedestal. And how many, like, there's been many Jesuses. How many times have we had someone want to change things? And then they are taken out and made an example of and then celebrated for it. Think of Dr. King, like, think of Malcolm X. We've had it. Like, we've had people want to change things and then they're killed and then they're celebrated, but subconsciously all of us fear becoming them. We all fear it. We're like, I don't want to become that person. I can know things, but like, I don't want to be them. Look what happened to them. That's Sam Sentient Sessions. That's what we more serious today. Yeah, I came on all goofy or whatever, but like some real shit. So Sam Sentient Sessions adjourned. Please come back.